welcome Namibia to the most anticipated cook-off ever. Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to watch the most exciting cook-off show with a couple of host celebrities, media personalities that are about to take the Standard Bank cook-off show to another level. If you guys don't know where we are, we're in the capital city right here at Silver Spoon, and it is about to happen. Now, the beauty about it is that these mushrooms are about to go viral. And when I say viral, like I literally mean recipes, cookbooks. It's about to happen. But let me throw it over to our chefs who are officially going to open the program and of course get into the nitty-gritties. Now do remember that within the show, as we're going on, we will be giving you guys hints, we will be giving you guys insights of who's. We're talking to the team, but first off, let's start off with Chef Terry. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. And yourself?
I'm great. I see the teams are nervous, they're excited, they can't wait to start cutting.
It looks like it. They're ready, they're eager, so we can get them started.
Take it away.
Right, teams, you can start cooking now. So collect your ingredients and let's go. Good luck.
All right, and as the teams are starting, you can see it's getting a bit chaotic. First things first, they have to wash their hands and then head over to the station and pick their ingredients. The beauty about it is that they got a book to write down all of their recipes. And right here, as you can see, is where their flavors and food will be for them to pick. They do have assistants as well. You guys will get to meet the teams, don't you worry. Welcome back, and I'm sure you guys have seen all of our influencers, chefs, and media personality teamed up. We'll get to meet them a bit later, but for now, let's have a quick chat, of course, with our judges and get to find out a little bit of who they are, how long have they been in the industry. I'm not a judge, I'm just here to talk a lot. But let's start off with you. Tell us a bit about who you are, how long you've been in the industry, and what's your expectations for today.
Hi, I'm Chef Nikki. I've been here at Silver Spoon for 6.5 years, and before that I've been various teaching and in the industry for over about 25, 30 years going on now. The expectation today is to see how can we take this fantastic product that is by byproduct of the bricks that Standard Bank is making, and using a dehydrated mushroom in as many interesting ways as possible, along with a fresh oyster mushroom.
And I mean, a lot of people are like, mushrooms, really? What could you possibly do with them in a kitchen? How creative can you be? Are you anticipating over-the-top creativity?
I think so. It'll be nice because you've got a variety of people being grouped together. So I think it'll be quite interesting to see the different mindsets. I mean, you've got someone that's very social, and you've got a chef, and then you've got someone that's an influencer, a student. So there's such a different variety of ages and minds and things. I think there's going to be some interesting dishes that are going to come out today.
Awesome. Chef Terry, tell us a bit about the briefing that you have given them, the criterias. What are their do's and don'ts? What are they getting ticked on? If my potato fall, is that it? Can I get a fresh one, or can I wash it and just use it again?
Well, the criteria is quite simple. I mean, what we want to do is we want the contestants to hero the mushrooms. But to do that, we need to have a set of guidelines to follow. And these mushrooms are part of a whole sustainability project, so sustainability is important in culinary competitions at the moment. That means that we need to, if we take ingredients that we want to prepare for dishes, we should utilize those ingredients for the dish. We shouldn't have an excess of ingredients when we're finished. We shouldn't have a lot of leftovers when we're finished. So cooking wisely is very important, and making use of the ingredients to their maximum is important. And I think that's one of the biggest criteria that we need to see today, is that we utilize the ingredients to their fullest potential without wasting additional ingredients and other items in the kitchen. Along with that, we want to see some creativity. We want to see some ingenuity. We want to see some bold statements being made with mushrooms, flavors, textures. Those are all interesting components as part of a competition. And with the selection of people we've got, I'm sure we're going to have some interesting dishes that are going to come out of the kitchen today. Another criteria is that they need to work hygienically, cleanly, neatly. Safety is very important in a competition and in a kitchen. I know most competitions you see people hacking and chopping and going wild and berserk, and 5 minutes later everything is nice and neat and clean and tidy. Well, that's not this type of competition.
That has to be part of the process.
That is part of the process. So we need, as part of your wasted management and sustainability and safety, we need to encourage a culture of safety and cleaning as you go, and work neat and tidily and cleanly during the course of the competition. So I'm looking forward to an exciting afternoon.
Awesome. Now, you've spoken so much about ingredients, and I want to throw this one over to Mrs. Samantha from Standard Bank. Give us a brief introduction about yourself and tell us, what actually is this project about? I mean, for the past 2 weeks, social media has been just booming with mushrooms, and we're trying to figure out dried ones and fresh ones, what's happening. But tell us a bit about the project right after your introduction.
Thank you. So my name is Samantha Moller-Hinkert. I'm currently the head of risk at Standard Bank, and I'm the sponsor for this project. So the MycoHab project is a collaboration between Standard Bank, MIT Center for Bits and Atoms, as well as Red House Studios in the US. And the project seeks to grow nutritious food and create building material from mushroom mycelium. So it's a very exciting project for us. We use the encroacher bush, which I'm sure Namibians are familiar with, which is definitely considered by most farmers as a pest. So we use it as the substrate to grow the mushroom. And basically, because this is a pest, it it competes with grassland for water.
Yeah.
Now, by using the encroacher bush in this manner, we're actually addressing that problem while at the same time growing food and creating shelter for Namibians.
But why oyster mushrooms? That's the million-dollar question.
It's a good question. So I guess technically or in principle you can use any mushroom and any substrate. And the property of the final product depends on the substrate and the mushroom combination.
Sure.
Now the oyster mushroom is a fast-growing mushroom. So, and one of the other key features about the mushroom is its mycelia is less dense. So ultimately it lends itself better to a lighter brick.
Nice.
And the fact that it grows faster means it's more cost effective.
I'm already hungry, hey? One thing I can guarantee you is that when it comes to planting, you know, I keep buying peppermint plants over and over and over because they're so beautiful when you have them. And when you take them at home, there's something about temperature and water that's just not happening. So the gentleman is going to tell us a little bit more about growing them and, of course, finding them because, well, if I decide to now have it in the back of my garden, do I even have the right soil? Give us an introduction of who you are and tell us a bit about the process.
All right, my name is Ivan Severus. I am the Deputy Site Manager of the Myco Hub project.
Yep.
The Myco Hub project is actually twofold. We grow mushrooms, sell to the market. We're definitely working on getting them out to the Namibian market very soon.
Okay.
The other aspect is building a sustainable building material out of the encroacher bush, which actually consumes more than 80% of our rainwater.
Yeah.
It also frees up our farming rangelands, and there's so many aspects to this project that are so wonderful. Unemployment is also being addressed with this issue, with this project, and when we talk about growing mushrooms, you really have to have a controlled environment. That's a first. You can't do it anywhere.
There goes my heart.
You have to, yes. You definitely need a license to grow mushrooms. Luckily, we have one. You can work on that. And yeah, this is a great project that there's so many.
What can Namibians get excited about when it comes to this project? I mean, you've been on the site, you literally live by the site, you know,
Right.
You've seen the process becoming, I mean, not only employment that is being created, not only feeding the nation,
Yeah.
with food now and petrol going up crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an exciting thing to go out now and buy a Namibian product.
Yeah.
But what is that one thing that stands out for you that you can really resonate and say, wow, Namibia can get excited for this?
Okay, definitely this is a world first. The bricks that we're currently producing will be used to construct houses in Mars. So ladies and gentlemen, we're really busy with something huge
Houses
here.
in Mars
Yes,
by just
yes.
buying a mushroom.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, guys, you've heard it from the judges, of course, and our Standard Bank team. I do need to release them. I need to make sure if everybody is doing things right. I just know where the halons are and the fire extinguisher, because that's my job, but you don't have to worry about anything of that. Let's go for a break, and when we come back, hopefully we get to meet the teams and find out who is paired with who right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, the kitchen is smelling yummy. My hands are washed, so I'm just going to be that girl. Maybe not. Let me just leave this to the chef. All right, let's start off here, right here. Hi, how are you?
How are you?
Great. Tell us, what team are you on?
On on the red team.
What are you guys preparing?
We are cooking. It's hot. So yeah, we are ready.
That's all you're just doing is cooking.
Cooking and it's hot.
Okay, all right. So we can see Zulu Boy right here, one of the influencers who's. I've never seen you so serious with a potato.
I'm too serious because we are winning this one.
What are you doing, Zulu?
I'm frying the potato.
Are you having any instructions from a chef?
Yes, just making sure that there's a bit of color on it, so I'm just making sure everything is proper.
Everything is proper.
Yebo.
All right, let me get to Fortune. And of course, this team, every team has a chef, and I assume you're the chef.
Yes, ma'am. Apparently, I am.
Tell me a little bit about guiding your team. How is this playing out?
So this is all about communication. Most likely, it's also just keep it clean. We're communicating since we don't know each other properly here,
Yeah.
but we always have to communicate because that's the only way we're gonna win this.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And you guys are running out of time, eh?
Yeah, we're ready. Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's find out from Fortune. She's busy with the mushrooms.
Hi, Billy.
How are you doing? Are
I'm
these the
good.
dried ones?
Yes, I reconstituted them with chicken stock.
Uh-huh.
I'm actually the chef and the captain of this team.
Smells nice.
Yeah. So we added some chicken stock to make them soft. And then we're just sauteing them in onion and garlic.
Uh-huh.
And we'll add a lot of herbs. And some
Fresh
lemon
herbs.
juice. Yes. But the stove is slow.
Okay. So you guys believe you'll make it on time?
We are hoping.
You're hoping?
Yes.
All right. All right. So this is the red team that I just met up right now. Now I'm going to go all the way around and meet another team as well. I don't know so much about finishing the food that I have stolen. And let's start right here. Hi, how are you?
Good, are you?
I'm great.
Yeah.
Tell us, what team are you on?
White team.
The white team?
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about yourself.
My name is
We
Ronaldo
can
Kachieve.
talk and walk. Don't worry, I don't want
cool.
to.
I'm Ronaldo Kachieve, and I just got called on this. I wasn't expecting this actually.
So what are you guys preparing?
It's a secret.
Oh, wow.
can't-
There's
can't say.
secrets here.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. We do have a journal in the house. Life away from writing articles. How sweet, hey?
It's such a different playing field. I am on the other side now.
Today,
I
eh?
am being judged today.
Tell me a bit about what are you preparing right there?
Like my co-chef said, it's a secret. We are the secret service right here. So we can't tell you.
Do remind me that the color white has suddenly so many secrets, yeah? Yana, who is also one of our influencers. Yana is not modeling tonight. Today, Yana is like, she's like seriously cooking. Can I have you for like a second? What are you guys preparing right here? It seems like some stir fry.
Yes, we are doing a stir fry, a mushroom stir fry.
Okay.
With a lot of veggies and garlic and lovely fresh herbs. And then for starter, we're doing more of a, what do you call it?
Like a thinly sliced beef that we're
Okay.
going to serve on top of like a mushroom consomme with dehydrated mushrooms, and then some fresh beetroot, a beetroot puree, just to bring it together.
And chef, who are we talking to right now?
We're speaking to Chef Grayton.
And you're guiding your team.
I'm guiding my team.
How is
Great
it
team.
going so far?
Perfect. My team is excellent.
You guys
My team is
believe you'll
excellent.
make it?
100%.
100%.
100%.
All right.
100%. We need
All
to
the
be-
best.
Thank you.
So we've just spoken to the red and the white team. White team with a bit of secrets, but we managed to find out that, of course, they are preparing a little bit of something stir-fried. But let's find out from this team right here, if we can. Just do turn around a bit for a second and tell us. She's even like, I'm staring. Give me a second. Give me. Tell us what's your name and what team are you on?
I'm on Team Black.
Yes,
and we are cooking stuffed chicken for our starter.
Stuffed chicken?
Yes. So stay tuned for that taste.
Okay. DJ Castro is not on the deck. He's probably on the deck. I saw him chopping some tomatoes. The longest I have seen him chop anything in my life. Castro, have you chopped off a finger yet?
Not yet, man.
Not yet.
I'm quite a professional.
No,
Yeah.
trust me. Even
Yeah.
I believe I'm a professional. And
No,
I'm
I
not
am.
You
I
are,
am.
hey?
You don't want to taste our food, though.
Tell me a bit about what you guys are preparing.
We're busy with the stuffed chicken and puree.
Uh-huh.
So the puree is actually a surprise right now.
Uh-huh.
I can't tell you because I know all the ears are open over here. So it's stuffed chicken and puree. It's two purees.
And your chef, is he guiding you guys?
You know, Nikla is always the guy, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
He's the guy he thinks
he's
he
the
is.
guy he thinks he is. I gotta live and love you, man.
Nicholas, I've already heard apparently you are the guy who you think you are. Is it true?
Yeah, always.
The food always needs to elevate and get better.
Tell me a bit about what you're preparing right here, the chicken and the mushrooms. How's that going to go around?
So with the mushrooms, we did a mushroom broth
Uh-huh.
with herbs, spinach, and some garlic, some pepper. So we're gonna use that for our main, and then the chicken is for our starter. But I don't want to give away too much.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Can I taste something just to verify if Nicola...
Not yet.
Not yet. I
Not
think
yet,
I'm not going to
unfortunately.
make it if I try now. All right. Let's go quickly for a break, and then we'll find out, of course, from the rest of the team, how are they doing? How are they winning? We still have Cheryl K here in the house. We do. There's a lot of people. Louis Munana is like, he is like trying to... Let's go and pick. Let's go and pick on Louis. He's trying to survive this one. Look at this. Louis on the other day on Instagram could not prepare a Greek salad, a normal Greek salad. He could not win that. So I'm not so sure, but nothing is burning. But when we come back from the break, we're going to have a discussion with the rest of the remaining teams. Do bring your comments through. They have literally about 10 minutes to go, and everybody is running through our Facebook comments. As you can see, the running is happening. Rose Desiree says she's here to support the Black Magic Girl. She's supporting Carol. And then Fiona says, so are we just going to watch how they cook from far? Fiona, I definitely will keep you one of their plates so that you can join us. And then Nicolene says hello to you as well. And Deshin Camila comes through as well. And then we do have Manus saying, first person to be live, shout out to you. And Natalia and Lou N says they are here for Mrs. K. Mrs. K happens to be Mrs. Carol. And yeah, since Miss Carol has so many supporters on our social media platforms, Miss K, how are you doing? We are good. Social media is here rooting for you.
Yes.
Tell us, what are you preparing?
I don't know if I can talk right now, but we're having for starters, we're having a butternut mash with some caramelized, rehydrated now mushrooms, some deep fried ones. For the main, we're gonna have a pom puree with a nice piece of loin with some zucchini and a mushroom sauce.
Will you guys have time for presentation?
If I keep talking to you, I might not.
All the best. All the best. Tell us, how is it being part of this team, and how is it going for you?
It has been such a great experience. It's just a bit hectic, like 1 hour to prepare something is very short time, but it's been a good experience working with him.
Louis, so far.
I have a spoon there.
A small one. A big one.
Louis,
Wait.
can you see the
Here's
excitement?
a small one.
Louis,
Yes.
how are
Talk
you
to me.
doing?
I am coping.
What are you doing?
I am trying to tidy up the spot.
Trying.
Have
you ever done dishes before?
Who hasn't, from Billy?
No, I'm just looking at how you are holding the stuff and. you're
Okay, I'm
willing.
trying. I'm really trying. I'm
Okay,
trying.
take us through what you were busy frying before we went over for a break.
I was busy
Take
with
us there. Take
I
us
was
there.
busy with the this situation here. What is it? Is it steak or it's meat? I was busy
Okay.
frying the meat and the zucchinis
Uh-huh.
because it's part of our main dish,
Uh-huh.
and then we're just gonna garnish it later on.
Do you guys
But
believe you're gonna win?
come on! I mean, come on!
All right, apparently, come on, it's easy. Let's head over to this side and find out, of course, what the team is preparing. Now, we do have a lovely chef on this side who's really famous for baking. Very, very famous for baking. But give us an introduction of yourself.
Hi, my name is Dashin Camilla, and I'm a social media influencer.
Uh-huh.
So today we're making a butternut stack with a rice pilaf.
Ooh. And is that where you've incorporated the mushrooms?
Yes, we use the dry mushrooms in this one. We rehydrated them in a bit of water, and we use the stock to cook the rice in.
Is the stove being friendly with you by far?
Yes, it is. A bit too hot here, you can tell.
Yeah. All the best, eh? And then we do have a representative, a lovely face I always bump into Standard Bank when I
Hi,
go
Bombili.
there for my home loan problems. How are you?
I'm good. How are
Good
you?
to see you in the kitchen, eh?
Yeah, it's not as easy as it looks. But with Camilla here,
yeah,
I'm in good hands.
Tell me a little bit about, what have you gathered this far? From the dried mushrooms, is it something you can prepare at home?
Yeah, it's an easy dish. You can prepare it at home with basic ingredients.
Okay.
Nothing hectic.
Nothing hectic. Eh?
No.
So this should be easy for you guys. You're gonna win, eh?
Easy peasy. Hopefully.
Hopefully. All right. We do have she's just like left, right, center, zinc.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
My name is Elizabeth Isai, 21 years old, just won the World Skill best competitor. for
You
World
were,
Skill,
you were the girl that were trending all over the 21.
I'm the one. Yeah.
Inspired by your stepfather.
Inspired by my stepfather.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what did you bring with to the table today?
I actually brought, we made actually chicken roland with a mushroom puree and some veggies and some starches.
So you just like one weekend to another of competitions.
Exactly, and tomorrow I have another one again.
So what are you gathering from these competitions? What have you learned by far?
It's actually hygiene. That's
Hygiene
the most,
is like the most important
That's the
one.
most important one, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
From a 21-year-old lady who just won is saying hygiene is key, and it's actually tough competition here, eh?
It is.
Tell me, what are you preparing?
I still do not have any idea yet.
Don't worry. I've been here for the longest. I don't know. I haven't gathered. But you're just told to stare.
Yes, I'm just told to do something and I do it. That's how it's going.
But if you have to do it at home, will you get it right?
Well, I can only get the pasta right.
Okay.
The
okay.
onions, the tomatoes, and the chicken.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's continue. Sure, 10 minutes now has become 5 minutes. But I'm going to head back over to our judges and find out who's going to be ready, obviously, to show off their dish. First come, first serve. But let's take a break. And then when we are back, we will be heading over to the judges and presentations. Enjoy.
You should be plating up your starters by now and getting ready to finish off your main courses. So 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, we'd like to see your starters. Contestants, you have 2 minutes to finish plating your starter, 2 minutes to finish plating. We'd like to start seeing some dishes coming out of the different kitchens.
So we've prepared a butternut stack with a mushroom and rice pilau. And we use the dehydrated mushrooms, So what we did was we rehydrated the mushrooms in warm water, and then we used that stock to cook the rice. And then we incorporated the mushrooms with garlic and onion and thyme and rosemary and chili flakes. And then we stacked that between the butternut, which we pan fried with a bit of just butter and olive oil and thyme.
Okay, so we did a butternut puree, and then we rehydrated the mushrooms in some stock, and then we fried some of it off in some butter, some herbs, garlic, and then we deep fried the others, like the rest of the dried mushrooms, well, which we rehydrated now, and then we did a little herb sauce with some garlic, with some balsamic vinegar and some salt and black pepper, and then just use that as a sauce to tie the whole dish together.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So we are presenting carrot puree. Sorry guys, I'm not that good with the words. And so we theme. So basically we used it in the chicken sauce. We cooked that in the mushrooms.
Your starter is?
Our starter is a blend of butternut puree and potato puree, served with striped rosemary and thyme chicken, and with a little bit of lemon and dry mushroom as our garnish.
Butternut puree, potato puree, and?
Striped chicken.
Sorry?
Striped chicken.
Striped chicken.
Yes, striped chicken. And our dry mushroom is our garnish, and extra sauce with lemon.
Right, and finally the white team.
What we have for you today here is a crusted game steak that we've crusted with a dry mushroom, some dry chili. We then incorporate our same crust spice that we've created into our beetroot. Then we add a little bit of lemon juice, and then we also then did a puree out of the dried mushrooms as well for the top of the steak. So kind of just incorporating the mushroom 3 different ways, and then highlighting them using the steak.
Fantastic. Thank you, white team.
And last but not least, our mushroom consomme from the dry mushrooms as well, just to pour over the top to finish the dish.
Thank you. Right, teams, you've got 10 minutes to finish and plate up your main course.
All right, and so we have all of the dishes prepared. The teams have continued with their main dish, and our judges are about to dive in. This is that moment where you say, it's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I call it the kitchen language, which I don't understand. But Chef Terry, you'll take it over. You guys are going to let us know which plate you're trying out, which groups one are you tasting first. And judges, please, just give us a feel of what you're tasting as you go.
That's going to be very difficult not to give it away, eh?
I know, right? But let's try. Let's try.
Right, so the first plate we're tasting is the red team.
Uh-huh.
And basically, they've made a carrot puree with a grilled chicken and some sautéed mushrooms.
Okay.
So if the rest of the judges would like to, let's have a taste here.
Yeah, normally you take a bit of everything so you get a complete flavor for the whole dish.
Yeah.
And then you can do certain elements after if you'd like to.
And Ivan, what's coming to mind?
I'm thinking of home.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, what is interesting is that the mushroom is coming through.
Okay.
The mushroom is the dominant flavor on the plate, which is what we wanted to be the hero of the plate. So
Okay.
I think they've done a very good job with this.
Okay.
With the product,
Yeah. All right.
And it's quite a nice dish.
Okay.
Nice hint of curry also.
Great.
Yes.
Great.
It's nice, really.
Chicken is also nice and soft.
And we're going to give the judges a minute or two to just jot down a few, which we can't obviously deliberate and talk about, but they get a chance to just, jot down their pointers as they go. This is the red team that they're starting off with that presented, of course. Now, two dishes, the very same dish that you're seeing over right here at the center with the mushrooms and chicken. So the teams are still preparing their main course. And yeah, let's give the judges a minute until they head over to the next plate.
So the white team have prepared for us a dried mushroom and chili crusted game loin with a mushroom puree and a mushroom infused beetroot puree and a mushroom consomme. So this is going to be quite an interesting dish to taste.
Okay.
Evenly sliced. It looks really wow.
Their presentation is...
Their presentation is good.
All right.
Makes you want to eat it.
Makes you want to eat it.
Definitely.
Delicious, as we say as students.
Delicious.
How's that crust? I think it's a very interesting concept. I think
Yeah.
with the crust, huh?
It's very subtle.
Is it?
It's actually very nice.
So that's a beetroot puree, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, beetroot puree. What did they say here? They use some of the mushrooms as well, eh? It's in the sauce.
And Samantha, we're waiting on you.
I'm looking forward to it.
There's good balance of flavor.
Good balance of flavor.
The textures, the different textures of the different mushroom components is interesting.
Okay.
I was expecting more chili, but that's not the forefront. It's more the mushroom than
It's more
the
the
chili,
mushroom
which
than
is
the chili.
which is a nice surprise.
I think the mushroom could have been played up a little bit more. It's a little bit underrated if you look at the first dish we had.
Okay.
It's there, but it's
But
not
it's-
as dominant
not
as
as-
what
yeah.
it should be, I
Okay.
think.
All right, Ivan, what's your input?
I think they could have added a bit more mushrooms. In
Added
the
a
dish.
bit more mushrooms.
Yeah.
Of course, coming from the guy who grows the mushrooms.
Yeah.
Not much.
Yeah.
Chef Terry, how much? 5 for plating of the should be out.
Yeah,
All
5
right.
minutes. 5 minutes.
That was, of course, Team White's plate. I've just requested for water so that you're able to take the flavors out of your mouth a little bit. But Chef, tell us a little bit about where are we moving on to now? Team who are we moving on to?
We're going to move on to the black team now. And the black team prepared a butternut puree, potato puree, chicken and mushroom dressed dish. So
Okay. It seems pretty intense.
Yeah.
What did you say this is again? Mushroom?
it's a butternut puree, potato puree, chicken strips with finished off with mushrooms.
All right. And the judges are making notes in terms of hygiene, presentation, the taste, not forgetting, of course, the complexity. Yeah, this is all cooking language. This is not my A to D. This is something else completely different, but the judges know what they say.
You on an education trip today?
No, literally. I'm going to go back home and tell people, nah, your taste is not there and it's not complex as it should be. All right, take it away, Judge. What do you think of the presentation already by far?
A little bit. It's not as nice and cleanly presented as the previous two dishes.
Okay.
I think they could have put a bit more thought into half a lemon on the plate. It does distract from the rest of the plate.
The chicken's got nice flavor though.
Okay.
And soft.
I have to say it looks better than it tastes better than it looks.
It tastes
Definitely has a
better
nicer taste
than
what
it
you-
looks.
A bit hesitant, but when you taste it, it's actually got flavor and it's moist.
All right.
So plating could be worked on, but flavor, there's a nice
Taste.
curry coming through there as well. That's definitely got a curry.
Yeah.
Samantha and Ivan, your inputs?
I fully agree. I think you can't actually see the mushroom on the plate, So the hero of the plate is completely lost. I'm thinking, is this a lemon? But definitely, there's a lot of flavor in there.
Awesome. Ivan?
Again, less mushrooms. I
Yeah.
think I'll go and tell all the teams, add the mushrooms, you guys. Come on,
Yeah.
why are you shy?
Especially after.
Let's do this. Yeah.
All right. So we have a comment here. Somebody is asking, what is this hydrate and rehydrate? And perhaps, Ivan, you can just take us through with the hydrated mushrooms and the fresh ones.
Mushrooms are very sensitive to contamination. They wilt and perish very easily. So one of the ways we preserve it is by dehydrating it. All right, that gives its shelf life, gives it a better shelf life basically. So it will be preserved better.
All right. So that was a question from our Facebook platform from Kitu Kamatuka, and I hope that gives you a perfect answer of what you want. Over to another dish, I believe. Over to you, Chef.
2 minutes.
We're now moving on to the blue team's dish.
Mm.
And it looks very nice from a presentation point of view.
Okay.
And the dish consists of a butternut puree with fried mushrooms and a herb dressing.
Herb dressing. Okay. From presentation, it looks appealing. The judges are happy with the presentation.
Because they're asking a lot of
Okay.
times.
Contestants, if your main course is ready, you can start plating.
All right. Over to you, Judge. Let's find out from the team what you guys think about this
Blue
plate.
team, we give it to the students.
All right.
Oops. It looks lovely as a starter.
I actually like the presentation.
Nice presentation.
Judge Terry? You're actually speaking with your facial expression on this one. That much I can tell.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Oh, Samantha?
Let's have this.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. It's delicious.
Really?
Okay.
What's nice about this dish is it's got elements of sour,
And
it's got
sweet.
elements of salty, savory. There's that creaminess of the butternut, the crispiness of the mushrooms.
Crunch.
So, overall, it's a very well balanced dish.
All right. Judges, you all agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
Ivan, is there enough mushrooms in this plate?
I think this is the best starter for me
So far.
so far.
Awesome, awesome. All right. The judges are making, of course, their final notes. And just before that, they have one last dish to try before we get into the main course. The teams are obviously busy. Would like to have a look at what they're doing right after the judges tell us a bit about this plate. Take it away.
So, now we're on to the final team's starter, which is the khaki team. And here we have a pan-fried butternut stack with mushroom pilaf rice.
Okay.
So,
Interesting.
So,
Yeah.
one was ready.
from a
Presenting?
presentation point of view, it looks nice. It's got height. There's some textures and some colors in there. I would have liked to have seen something a little bit more saucy on the dish. I think it's going to be a little bit on the dry side. Pilaf rice being quite a dryish style of rice.
Okay.
So, but it will be interesting. Maybe the butternuts bring that moisture to the dish that we're looking for.
Go for it.
Ik denk hier.
I haven't done it yet. Thinking about it.
Oh. Yeah.
Let's go, yo.
And judges, what do we think of this dish?
As I said, I felt it was going to be a bit of a dry dish, and it is a very dry dish. It needs that sauce just to bind, to bring everything together. And there's one or two elements that have just caught in the frying pan, which give it a bit of a bitter taste, which is a bit disappointing.
I also think the butternut skin is a little bit tough. Maybe they've gone a little bit further. It actually makes it a bit more dry.
Yeah.
Now you've got to chew on that butter peel for a bit longer. So it's like you've got to work hard for this dish. But yeah.
Samantha, Ivan?
Agree, it's a bit chewy. There's a lot of butternut flavor coming through as opposed to the mushroom flavor, and definitely a bit dry. The rice is a bit dry.
I think it tastes less as presented, less as
Not as
nice
yeah.
as what it looks.
Thought it'd be a bit better.
Yeah, I
The
thought it
presentation
would be a
would-
bit better, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
There we have it.
Disappointed, I'm
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges have tasted all of their plates and have made comments and taken notes. I'm sure they're giving them points as well. But the competition must continue. My watch is saying it's 3:25. That means these guys have less than 30 minutes. But over to you, Judge, and you can tell them.
Right, yes, we're now moving on to the main course element of the competition. So as the teams finish their main course, they can bring it up to the front and explain to us what their dish is and what their ideas are.
All right.
Teams, please start bringing up your main courses.
Over here we have grilled zucchini and a loin, which is fried. It's sitting on a bed of pureed potatoes, and the topping is mushroom sauce.
Thank you very much. Right, who's next? Team Red. Fortune.
Okay, so we have mushroom three ways because we are heroing the mushroom. We've got it in its beautiful form, just crispy fried with some lemon. We've got it sauteed, and then we've got it in the form of a sauce that is served with a game loin, a fondant potato, and some sauteed zucchini.
Fantastic, thank you. Who's next? Team Khaki.
Okay, Team Kaki has mushroom puree, grazed baby marrows, grazed beetroot, and some and some potatoes under, and we have chicken, stuffed chicken, with mushrooms and some yeah.
Fantastic, thank you. Who's next? Team Black. This looks like an interesting dish.
Okay, so we did a mushroom broth with some spinach, garlic, herb, pepper, and then we finished off some beef. We seared the beef in the pan with some thyme and rosemary and garlic, and some sweet potato fries on the side.
Fantastic, thank you. Now for the white team. Team White.
So for today, we decided to take your basic stir fry and bring the Asian flavors alive with the mushroom by doing mushroom two ways. So we had our deep fried mushroom with lemon zest, our mushroom incorporated into our stir fry that we've marinated with soya sauce, and then we brought that together with fresh veggies, making sweet potato our main starch in this stir fry. Deep fried garlic, and then we finished it with a lot of parsley and our puree that we used in the previous dish, just to save and not put it to waste. So this is our final dish.
Fantastic, thank you. We'll now taste and see how these dishes have turned out.
All right. The judges are ready to dive into these plates. They look quite exciting and yummy at the same time. But yeah, Judge, which one are we starting off with and what have they presented to us?
We're starting off with the red team's plate. And they've given us fondant potatoes with a fried mushroom. They've given us sauteed mushrooms with baby marrow.
Okay.
And they've given us a red wine mushroom sauce with a game loin.
Quite
It's basically three different dishes on one plate, which can be quite challenging because do they complement each other? as a whole dish, or is each one a hero on its own? So
Well, more like they put you guys on the spot, eh? You must love one or the other.
Yeah.
Dive into it.
But in that case, I would also say you need to recommend that you limit. Then that also means that someone has to be assertive and say, let's stick to the 3 mushroom
True.
3 ways instead of filling the plate just
Yeah.
to fill it. Because they could, it's too much.
How are you going to put all of that in your mouth? Because the idea is to taste everything
Exactly.
at once.
Yeah, so it's going to be a confused bomb.
Yeah.
More like you guys have to try it 3 to 4 times and get a bit of everything.
Yeah, but initially you should try and have a little bit of everything on the fork to get the overall dish. But
True. All right.
But I like the fact that there are many.
The
mushroom
mushrooms
options.
are
Yeah.
a variety.
mushroom, not
Oh.
You think you...
Yeah.
Once we taste, we can recruit.
Let's see. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, can I just
And?
move this one? Terry, can you move that one? I don't want this to go flying off the bench. Thanks.
it's an interesting plate.
Yeah. You may.
Unfortunately,
Sorry.
from my point of view, your fried mushroom has been dressed with lemon juice. The sautéed mushrooms have got a very similar taste. And then you've got that acidity from the wine. So you've got acid, 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 which overpowers a lot of the other flavors that you're actually
Okay.
looking for in that dish.
Okay. Samantha?
Potatoes are nice and creamy.
I'm still busy tasting. I'm on the second part of the dish now.
Chef?
The mushroom has been deep fried beautifully, but it's been over deep fried. The coatings have got a bit of a scorching, a bit of a burnt element. So the mushroom's starting to go a little bit rubbery.
Okay.
When you're chewing it, yeah.
Ivan.
Split couple of seconds different in the deep fried mushroom, I think would have made a difference.
Still on the first mushroom dish.
You see, you have 2 comments from the chefs,
Yeah.
and the judges are, we're still trying.
Yeah.
So it's a complex one, clearly.
Yeah.
It's a very complex one.
So slightly cooked. Too confusing for me right now.
I tried this. Let's see how this goes.
All right, we're giving the judges a minute on the first dish alone. It's already a handful for them. But they're trying to really get their hands into it and making notes, of course, and scoring out their points. That was, of course, the red team. That was the red team, all right. Take it away. Chef,
So-
on to the next one.
The white team. The white team have presented us with a stir fry, utilizing sweet potatoes as well as mushrooms. They've also crumbed and fried some of the mushrooms. They've deep fried some garlic and added some of the mushroom puree from the first dish.
Okay.
So, yes, we're going to taste it now and we'll see.
Okay.
Looks nice.
Team white.
Color, yeah. What?
This is Team White.
Yeah.
All right. Since Team White was keeping this so much of a secret, they should keep their fingers crossed. In terms of presentation, what do we say?
There's height into the dish. Being a stir fry, you know, stack up the vegetables. It really looks interesting. It looks filling. It looks inviting. Maybe a little bit more moisture on the plate.
Yeah, could be a bit dry.
Stir fries need to be a little bit, they need to be what we would say al dente, where the vegetables are nice and crispy, but there's that sauciness and that moisture coating those vegetables just to assist with the whole overall feel of the dish.
I swear, when I go back home, I'm going to speak so much differently. Dante. All right. Take it away. And give it a taste and let us know what you think.
Go, Ivan. Go, I dare you. Go
Man.
for it.
All right.
Don't be shy. Go.
Ivan, go for it.
Compliments to Team White. They always have the best presentation, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see
That-
how it tastes, though.
That is one of the judges is saying kudos to Team White, who's always having a great presentation in terms of their dish.
I like the lemon.
Where's the mushroom?
Not much of the mushrooms.
The judges
here's your
are
mushroom.
looking for the mushrooms.
Yes,
though.
you guys. I
So the
will-
mushroom
Like
there.
all over the
Actually, that's
plate.
the mushroom there.
Yo,
On the side, yeah.
let me
And they found the mushrooms.
let me have that.
There's some
mushroom.
here. There's also some here inside the stir fry.
So they've done the
Some-
mushroom crumb, they've done it stir fried.
All right.
It's got a much nicer taste.
Samantha, what would you add?
I like it. It's flavorful. I like the fact that the veggies aren't cooked through.
Okay.
So that's al dente.
Yeah.
Excuse the language. Also learning new things today, but definitely delicious.
All right.
It's moister than it looks,
Yeah,
which
so
is
what's
fantastic.
moisture?
There's the vegetables are basically what happens is when you saute, you sweat the vegetables, so you release the oils and the flavors of the vegetables, and that's what's coated those vegetables.
Ah.
Plus, there's moisture from the spinach. Adding the spinach was a very good
Choice.
idea
Mhm.
because there's so much moisture in it as well.
Okay.
So, and then you get that smooth, velvety texture of the sautéed mushrooms and the spinach together with those al dente vegetables. It's
The
being
fact
well
that the judges
completed.
are going back for the second time.
Yes.
And the crunch of
And the crunch
oyster
and the
mushroom.
moist. Okay.
It is
All right.
nice.
That
It's
was, of
definitely
course,
very nice.
Team White.
Yeah.
The judges are saying, of course, that the choice of spinach is a good thing, and it tastes better than it looks. Final remarks.
Great.
I would have liked to have seen a bit more mushroom there.
More
You know?
mushrooms, though, hey?
The
Yeah, I mean,
mushroom
because
is
I physically saw you guys
Yeah.
looking for the mushroom.
Yeah.
mushrooms.
If there were nice long strips of mushrooms that had been sautéed with the vegetables right at the end, I think the flavor of the mushrooms would have just been enhanced a little bit more.
Mm.
And this being the mushroom needs to be the hero of the dish.
Yeah.
The idea of crumbing the mushrooms to add texture was fantastic, but they were rather small
Yeah.
and scattered around. Overall, if it had been bigger pieces or if the mushrooms that were in the stir fry were bigger and more in line with the
Makes a
rest
lot
of the
of sense.
vegetables, we would have had an even better dish.
All right.
We're going to do khaki next.
Next team is the black team, if I'm correct.
I was going khaki, but black's good.
All right. What have the black team prepared for us?
So the black team have prepared a. Sorry, let me just get to my page.
I'll give you a second.
No, is it the black team? Yes, it's
That's
the
the black team.
Oh,
Mushroom
wait.
consomme, mushroom
Right.
broth.
They have prepared a mushroom broth with game loin and spinach and some sweet potato French fries.
Sweet potato French fry. This is the team where DJ Castro is one of the influencers, and of course, they had not much to tell, hey?
Yeah.
Being also
They
secretive.
kept
and
it close to their chest,
they,
did they?
and they did. So the judges' time to shine is now. Tell us if it was all worth keeping the secrets to themselves. It's like on the first bite, chef is already making a note. Share with us.
Who, me?
Yep, on the first bite, you're already like jotting down.
Yeah, but I think the sweet potato could have been a little bit crispy on the chip. The
Crispier?
seasoning was quite nice.
Okay.
Chili warning for you.
Morning, I'm
Chili. Okay.
It's spicy. I love it. I love spice.
Yeah.
So it's spicy.
Hello.
Chef Terry is like the spice, and chili is perfect. The opposite chef is like, hello. She literally finished her water bottle. Water
I
bottle.
produce my own Tabasco sauces, so
Makes sense.
There
Makes
we go.
sense. Okay, let's hear it from the two ordinary, I'd call them ordinary.
All right,
Ivan and Sam.
I like how punchy it is, how much
Punchy?
chili they add.
Yeah?
Added, yeah.
All right.
Great.
I agree. I think it's the first one that you actually taste the bite. Or
Yeah.
you know?
It's the first one you can taste the
Yes,
bite.
So some of them had the hints of curry, but
Yeah.
this one you can
taste the
it.
bite. All right. All right. Competition seems to be tough right here. Eh?
What I like is, although it's spicy, those bits of mushroom in there, that I would have liked to have seen more
More
or
mushrooms?
bigger, more mushrooms. They tend to balance out that spiciness a little bit. So the more mushrooms you take, and also you must remember mushrooms are flavor absorbers. They're like sponges. They suck in those flavors. Not only just give flavor to the dish, but they like to absorb flavors. So they go well with, especially oyster mushrooms, go extremely well with Asian style dishes, spicy style food. But if they take in some of the smaller ones, nice little baby oyster mushrooms, drop those in, that they just cooked into that sauce, I think it would have been
Perfect.
a fantastic dish.
All right. All right. But nonetheless, the judges are impressed. They like the crispiness. A bit of the sweet chili debate, but overall loved. I just wish I could share these inputs I'm reading here. So amazing. And I'm so glad I'm not a judge. It's not the easiest either.
You know, people think it's hard competing in competitions, but judging competitions is even harder.
Clearly. Sam, are you managing there?
I am. Just making sure I'm jotting down everything.
Ivan being away from just on the ground.
I like it.
You're liking it?
Yeah.
2 more plates to go, guys. 2 more plates to go. And we're now heading over to a very interesting dish of Team Louis and Cheryl. Let's hear it from the judges.
So the blue team have prepared for us a potato puree with char-grilled baby marrows or courgettes, game loin, and a mushroom sauce.
What do you think of the presentation?
The ratio of potato to meat and vegetables is a little bit off balance.
Okay.
And it being a mushroom dish, it might have been nicer to have substituted the game with grilled or sauteed mushrooms. But we will taste and we'll see. I mean, the sauce could be out of this world, and then we have a competition on our hands.
All right.
Let the taste buds speak. Which one was my water now?
I think all of that. This one's yours. I've got mine here, so I'm sure that one is yours. Whew. I don't think you get full from tasting, but it gets quite full.
Yeah.
The meat looks a little bit scorched on the outside. What do you think?
Not enough sauce to the amount of
Yeah.
dish.
Not enough sauce to the dish.
Doing a bit more color too. Creamy.
Judge?
Steak still nice and tender.
The steak is nice and
I thought
tender.
It might be a bit too dry because it's quite well seared on the
Balanced.
outside.
All right.
But not as dry.
Not as dry.
Nice and tender inside. Creamy mashed potato.
Creamy mashed potato. Ivan, Samantha.
I don't get the mushrooms.
No.
Ivan is very big on the mushrooms.
Yes,
it's
you
the
guys.
sauce. It's the creamy sauce that's floating around.
I really want more mushrooms.
Dive into it. Go back,
Yeah,
Ivan. Please
you
go
guys.
right there. The creamy sauce that's on top of the steak.
Yeah.
So the mash is very creamy.
The mash is creamy.
But like Ivan, I'm missing the mushroom
I'm
bit
missing the
on the plate.
mushrooms, yeah.
There's not enough of it.
Okay. Judges are making their final remarks on this, and then we can head over to the last dish and have the least fun part, which is what the judges are going to pick who's the winner. Please do take note that how you left your station plays a role. Teams, please take a note how you left your station plays a role. Remember that hygiene was exactly one of your points, so make sure exactly how you found it is how you left it. You don't want to make such a great impression on your dish and not on your station. Make sure everything is back exactly to where it was. Ask for the students to assist you where you need help. And over to the judges to wrap up the last dish.
Loins were mushrooms.
Judge Terry, tell us, whose dish do we have?
So, the last dish we're going to be tasting is the khaki team. And this dish consists of a mushroom puree, mushroom stuffed chicken fillet with baby marrow and beetroot that have been braised, yeah? Is it braised?
That's it.
Braised.
That's what they say.
That's right, yes. So let's taste and see.
Yeah.
It's a nice clean plate, I think.
The
from a
judges feel it's
presentation
a
point of
very
view.
nice, clean plate. The presentation?
But I don't know if that's from us moving it.
Yeah. I'm
This was
eating
one
with
of the
my eyes
dishes
right
I was
now.
looking forward to.
Yeah.
Looks
Yes.
lovely, eh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of color. Well thought out as well.
Yeah. But I must say, their plating in the khaki team is also been very good.
It's very good.
Very good.
Just makes me want to dive in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
Judge Terry, first impression?
It's a well-balanced plate. And chicken is cooked through nicely. The filling has got flavor. The sauce has got flavor. You can taste the mushrooms, definitely.
Yeah. Looks like it.
I think a very good job overall.
Samantha?
Love it.
Love it.
I can't explain. I actually do love it. Chicken is nice and soft. I love spinach. I like the way they did just the presentation and everything for me. And you can definitely taste the mushroom.
Chef?
Much more mushroom coming through as well. Chicken's nice and moist. Good flavor of the whole plate together has been well seasoned and actually well thought out.
All right.
Nice plate.
Ivan, is there enough mushrooms in this plate?
Yes, this is exactly what we've been looking for, you know. Let the mushroom dominate, let it be the hero of the dish,
Yeah,
you know.
that
I
is what
love
you're
it.
looking for.
Yeah, compliments, Team Kake. Compliments.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give our judges a minute and a half to gather themselves and put everything together. In the meantime, contestants, we can head all the way out to the foyer, grab yourselves a drink. If you're still joining us on social media, do remember that we are yet to award the winning team and also let you guys know that this is just the beginning of it, all right? This is many more to come and we're not done. We will be back right after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have been waiting for is right here. And I think I'm going to start bottom before we get to the ultimate top. would like to welcome the two students, first of all, that have assisted us during this time, to please come and join us as we have two, obviously, cutting boards for them. If you can just come and join us, the two students from the school. There we go. Just to make it complete. That is for the two of you. Thank you so much for assisting. I mean, you already opened it, we're just completing the package. And yeah, thank you and all the best to your teams.
Thank you so much.
Awesome, awesome. I would like to welcome as well Priscilla to just come and award our chefs. Priscilla, if you can join us. Maggie, if you would join us, please, to just come and award our chefs with a cutting board for the exciting and most helpful part that they have assisted us. Just to award them, let me get their two lovely, right here, Maggie. This red is for ladies like roses.
Thank you so much. Thank you for all your talking and guidance. Thank you.
And the kaki, obviously, in case he wants to be cooking in the farm. It's not going to mess up anything. I'll have mine at the end. At the end. All right.
Yes.
So this is for the team. A quick picture for the for the three of us. Yes, thank you to Standard Bank for these amazing ones. I think this is the best cutting board I have by far. All right. All right, Chef, I think I then hand it over to you. You guys took roughly about a good 30 minutes to make this decision. You've also come up with a couple of other, candidates who were very outstanding. So take it away.
First of all, I'd like to say congratulations to everyone. It's an achievement to compete. And you've all done a fantastic job. Just to give you a little bit of feedback, there were some really fantastic dishes, there were some good dishes, and there were some not so good dishes. But at the end of the day, the points difference between 5th place and 1st place was 9.
Wow.
There was a 9-point difference between 5th and 1st. So you guys did an excellent job. Well done.
Bottom to top.
But before we get to that, there are a couple of dishes we'd like to highlight, because there was one starter and there was one main course that we all agreed on were the best dishes of the competition. Unfortunately, they weren't in the same team. So, from the judges' point of view, the best starter of today's competition belongs to the blue team. Let's have the blue team up for a photo.
If the blue team, can the blue team please join for a photo? If the blue team can just join for a photo, right there. They take away the best starter.
Right, and then the best main dish goes to Team Khaki. Remember, the challenge today was to highlight and to showcase the mushrooms. And in both those dishes that was achieved, so well done. Well done. Right, so in 5th place, we have Team Black.
Black, if we can please have you to the foyer.
Come on, let's get the photo.
Round of applause.
Well done. As I said, it's an achievement to compete. So you guys did a fantastic job. To come into a kitchen that's not yours, cook food and ingredients that aren't yours, with a team that you don't really know and you haven't practiced before, you did a fantastic job. Well done. We're very impressed. Right.
All right.
In fourth place. And fourth place went to the red team. Well done, guys. Fantastic job.
All right. And the third place.
Yes, in third place we have Team Khaki.
Okay. Team Khaki making their way over there twice, hey? Should we be worried?
Well done. So now, the big question is, who's first and who's second? If I announce second place, first place know who they are. If I announce first place, second place know who they are.
Maybe then we should just have a drum roll.
Can we have a drum roll?
Drum roll.
And the winner of today's competition is Team White. Congratulations, guys. Well done.
Team White, if we can just have a picture with you and the judges, with Samantha and Titus. Can we have Team White take a picture with Samantha, Ivan, and the judges? Just moving for a picture. If I can just have the music a little bit low because there's a trick to their prize. All right, so just running through their prize that they have. Chef, if you can just run them through.
Well, the team that
White,
won,
Team White, please pay attention to the chef.
the team that's won have won 4 bottles of wine. There's a different, each one is different, so you get to choose which wine you'd like. And enjoy.
You
Have
guys
a gla-
get to choose.
Well
you
done.
guys actually get to choose which personality is going to take
each
away.
personality has its own voucher.
Exactly. So since you guys are 4, each there's a Woolworth voucher, there's an exclusive book voucher, there's one from At Home, and there's a PayPal's voucher.
Fantastic.
So you guys
well
have
done.
to decide from your cooking. Obviously, you guys don't know each other. You just bonded today. Who's the avid reader? Who needs the cash? Who needs the PayPal's cash? You know, who looks like a Yana Woolworth vibe girl, you know? So you guys really get to share the prize by mingling at the same time. And congratulations again. Congratulations.
Well done to the winning team. I'd like to now ask the blue team to come up. They're the only ones we haven't had a photo of. They came second. Well done.
They take
Second place. Well done.
And the difference is only 1 point. The difference between the winners and spot number 2 is basically 1 point. Wow, congratulations. And that's all that we had to offer. Thank you so much for live streaming with us and coming through with your comments. Thank you to our judges. Thank you, Samantha and Ivan, for making time for your taste buds. I've learned so much today. I think I'm going to be a chef in my own kitchen. And of course, to our participants, thank you so much for being a part of this. Make sure that you follow all Standard Bank platforms. Join the winning team, because only here it can be. Believe it's possible. How about now? Until next time, ciao.